Hello, everyone. Hope you're fine, enjoying your life, enjoying the various delights, the eatable delights found in this world. Well, today I'm going to bring you something from the soup world. Soups are really liked around the world, especially during winters. Hot soups are liked. Well, summer soups are also there, cold soups served cold, and I will bring you those recipes as well, and they are also well liked around the world. But today, this is going to be a hot soup that I'm going to disclose the recipe of to you, and the way I make it. This is a chicken corn soup made with chicken and corn, as you can very well decipher from the name. And you will really like it. You will like the results. It's really nice. It's easy to make, not difficult at all, and a few ingredients go into it, very few, and you can alter the spices according to your taste. That is something that I always say with all my recipes, because spices vary. The taste of the spices varies from person to person. Some people like a spice, some people don't like a spice, some people are allergic to certain spices, like I am allergic to curry patta that's used widely in India and in some parts of Pakistan as well, but I'm allergic to it. It gives me a sore throat, so I don't use it. So some people can be allergic to some spices. Some people might like the taste of some people might not. So always, whenever you see my recipes, whenever you hear any of my recipes from me, don't go according to my spices that I have used or according to the quantity of the spices that I use. You should always add, minimize, eliminate whatever you want spices according to your taste. Okay, so keep that in mind. And with that, first, like, share and subscribe to my channel, please. And if you don't want to click the bell icon, that's up to you, because you don't want notifications coming from my channel. If you want notifications coming from my channel, you can click the bell icon, but remember to subscribe. Please tap the subscribe button. That's essential. And let's now go on to discuss what we have in this chicken corn soup recipe. First of all, what we need, the basic ingredient is corn. And corn, I specially took a corn cob for you people. I went and I searched for a corn cob in the market and I brought it. It's a corn cob covered as we get it directly from the fields. It's covered in the peels that it naturally has, and then I have uncovered it and I have shown it to you, the raw corn cob in the plate. You can see that in the image here. What I've done with this corn cob is now I've broken it into two, because my clay pot was small. It was not fitting in properly, not dipping into water properly if unbroken. So I have broken it into two and I have placed it in my clay pot, and I have covered it with water, dipped it fully in water, and I have added some salt to it to give it a saltish taste, and I then covered it and let it boil for some time. Okay, this is the beginning as the prep for the preparation of the chicken corn soup. And I have taken this corn cob specially to show you people how it's done, even if we don't have that sweet corn available in cans from a supermarket. It can be done this way as well, and it's more natural. In fact, even if it takes more time, it's more natural and more healthy. I think with preservatives, food is not as healthy as it is naturally, organically coming down to us. And organic food should be liked more and should be used more by us to stay more healthy, But anyways, this is what I have shown to you. The second option also is you can get some sweet corn in a can from a supermarket. Okay, you can do that as well. So it depends upon you. Whatever you choose, you can take it. What you need is corn. I let it boil covered it with a lid and let it boil for an hour or so, and then I checked it if it was done, cooked well, and when it was cooked well, I took it out. And after taking it out, I took off the corn from the cob. Okay, with the help of a peeler, it's very easy, you just stick the peeler into one of the lines on the corn cob, and you move it in either direction, either left or right, according to your convenience, and the corn comes off. In these two images, first image is when it was raw, it's lighter in shade, and the second image is when it was cooked, it's darker in shade now. So I have shown you both, and then I took off all the corn from the cob, and then I crushed it, because I would be needing crushed corn for the chicken corn soup. First ingredient, as I have shown you, was corn. The second ingredient is chicken, because it's chicken and corn together, chicken corn soup. So you can see at the bottom of this image there is a smaller image of chicken, boneless chicken, that I took, almost 1 kg of boneless chicken. And you can take chicken with bones as well, because what we need in the end is shreds from that chicken. So I took boneless chicken and I boiled it. I made stock of it. In fact, if you have chicken with bones with you, it is tastier. The stock that you get from it is tastier. So you can go with chicken with bones as well. I took it because I wanted it to be easy for me. So I didn't want to take off meat from the bones. So, but that can be done, and that can easily be done, and that is tastier. The stock becomes tastier if you have chicken with bones with you. Okay, so you boil the chicken, whether with bones or boneless. You boil it, and you can see there I have the chicken stock ready with me, and after boiling the chicken I shredded it. You can see the chicken shreds there. And corn, I told you, I crushed the corn after taking the corn off from the cob. I crushed it. You can see that also with the hand crusher. I did it. It's there in the hand crusher. So what else will I be needing for it? I will be needing 2 eggs. You can see 2 eggs that I have broken into a bowl here. I will be needing some salt. You can see the salt lying there in the red petri dish. And then I have corn flour, a packet of corn flour there. Something white showing up there is the packet of corn flour. And then I need soy sauce, the blackish bottle with red top that you can see, the red crown that you can see is soy sauce. And then the white bottle that you can see here is the vinegar bottle. This is synthetic vinegar that I'm using here. If you don't want to use synthetic vinegar, that I also don't want to use normally, but that was what was available with me, so I used it. But this means you can use either synthetic vinegar, or you can use the grapes vinegar, organic grapes vinegar. If that is available in the market, you can take that, and that tastes very good in chicken corn soup. So I did not have that available for me in the market. I didn't find it this time, so I took this synthetic white vinegar. So you can use this, and these are all the ingredients that we will be needing to make this delicious chicken corn soup, served hot before a meal, and it's really, really yummy. So again, you can see here I have put the pot of the corn, the chicken stock with the lead in it on the stove, and now I have put it on fire, actually on medium heat. I've put it on fire on medium heat, and I've got the rest of the ingredients with me, as you can see again here in this picture. And let's see what we are going to do with these ingredients now. First of all, what I did was I on the stove now on fire to this chicken stock that I have, I added the shredded chicken. Okay, the first step is to add the shredded chicken to the chicken stock that you have, and you have put it on medium heat on the stove. Then to that you add corn, the crushed corn that you have with you. You add that also to the stock and the chicken shreds that you have on the stove. You add that also to your pot. The chicken stock, the chicken and the corn, they have all gone in now. And these images look so beautiful to me, you know. I told you already we will be needing 2 eggs, and I have those eggs in a bowl, broken them in a bowl, and you can see the fork here because I'm going to whisk them with a fork, and you can see in the other image I have already whisked them and they are there in the fork. Then I showed you that we will be needing corn flour. So in a bowl of water, cold water, I have mixed 2 ladles or 4 tablespoons of this corn flour. Okay, I have mixed it. In cold water it's going to be mixed. So I have now these 2 things ready with me, while my chicken stock, my chicken shreds and crushed corn, they are cooking on the stove on medium heat. You can even increase the heat if you want to, but just keep it below your pot. Don't let it come to the sides of your pot. Just keep it below your pot and cover it and let it cook. And when it comes to a boil, then these things that we can see here, these ingredients are going to come in handy for us. So as the stock comes to a boil, really boiling, hot boiling, you know, you can see steam here in the image, and when it becomes very, very hot, boiling hot, and it's boiling, I will let it boil. I will not lower the heat, and what I'll do is those 2 eggs that I beat, that I whisked with the help of a fork, slowly and gradually, as you can see them falling into the stock, slowly, gradually, I'll let the eggs fall into the stock, and in the meanwhile I will keep mixing the stock, mixing rather the eggs in the stock with the help of a ladle. I will keep on doing that so that the egg does not form into a lump at one place, but its shreds, you know, are formed in the soup as a whole. As you can see in the picture here, the shreds of the egg can be seen now. They are spreading onto the chicken stock that we have, and after that, while it's still boiling, you can see the steam coming out of the pan, the steam coming out of the soup now, the chicken stock or the soup now as it's getting ready. And what I'll do, I'll similarly, very slowly and gradually, I will add the corn flour that was mixed in cold water, and I will keep the spoon moving. I will keep turning it. I will not stop, because otherwise it will form into lumps. So that I will be moving it, and adding the whole of the corn flour mixture that I have already made to the soup. Okay, so these two things are also now added. You can see what shape the soup has now come into. I have added eggs to it, I have added corn flour to it, and I mixed it. See the shape that the soup has come into on the right side image in front of you on your screens, and on the left side image in front of you. Now it's steaming hot again. It's bubbling, boiling, steaming hot, and to it I am adding a ladle of soy sauce. Okay, or 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I'm adding that soy sauce to it. Of course, the soy sauce is going to be according to your taste again. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of or a ladle of soy sauce to this soup, and it's up to you how much you want to add or you don't want to add. So it's totally up to you, but soy sauce is compulsory. It gives it a very nice kind of a taste. After that, what I add to it, almost 2 ladles, 4 tablespoons is vinegar, either grapes vinegar, organic grapes vinegar, or synthetic white vinegar. I have added synthetic white vinegar, 4 tablespoons of it to the soup. Okay, after that I am adding less than a teaspoon of black pepper to the soup. If you want to, you can. If you don't want to, don't. It depends wholly solely upon your taste. Okay, almost a teaspoon of black pepper goes into the soup. I hope you like it. After black pepper goes in a teaspoon, or rather 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay, if you want to increase the quantity of salt, it's up to you. If you want to decrease it, it's up to you. Spices according to your taste, all spices according to your taste. Okay, and see, the soup is steaming hot. Oh, steam is coming out of it, and in a minute it's going to look so beautiful, nice, and you will really love the final look of it. And here's the final look. Doesn't it look so inviting? You're going to taste it before you dish it out, and you're going to adjust all the spices according to your taste. And if somebody wants to have more soy sauce, or add more vinegar to it, or add more chilies to it, you can serve all those things with the soup as I have served them here. The soup is ready in the bowl, and it looks so inviting. I want to take it, don't you? Well, and in those oil pots that I have with me, I have put vinegar, in the white vinegar, and the other one I have put soy sauce, and in a small dish I have put in green chilies. I have cut them and just served them with the soup, because some people like chilies a lot and they might add them. Some people might like more soy sauce than I have put in, or more vinegar than I have put in. It varies from person to person, their choice. Some people even serve red chili sauce with this soup. So if you want to serve red chili sauce, you can also serve it with this soup, and it's very yummy, very tasty. Try it, you'll really like it. I served this soup also with spinach rice or palak pulao, and it was fabulous. You know, the combination seemed really great. And this palak pulao or spinach rice, I will shortly upload the video of this as well. Palak pulao or spinach rice for you. It can be served with soup, it can be served otherwise as well. And of course the recipe will be there for you. It depends upon you whether you want to serve it with the soup or you want to serve it separately, whether you want to serve the soup before the meal or with the meal, make it into a meal. It totally depends upon you. So good luck with your cooking and good luck with your soup, and do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe, the tap button. Do not click the bell icon if you do not want notifications. If you want notifications, click the bell icon, but subscribing to the channel is a must. Do subscribe, because I will then keep uploading more videos for you, both of training and of cooking. Take care of yourselves. Cheers.